Hey, welcome back to Soggy Rods, everybody. Today we are going to talk about the St. Croix Avid Panfish Rod. Now the specs on this rod are, it's a 6'4". It's got 9 guides on it. This is a light, fast action, and it's rated for 4 to 8 pound test, 16 to a quarter ounce. I'm running 6 pound 8 braid on here with a 4 pound leader. And it sails stuff down to 1/64th, no problem at all. It's got premium cork on here. The reel seat's excellent. This thing is super sensitive. It is hands down, it's my go-to rod for pan fishing and trout, stuff like that. So, but I've also caught up to a 2.5 pound bass on this thing, handled it like a champ. So paired it with the Daiwa. This is the Fuego 1000 reel. Excellent combo in my opinion. People always talk about the balance and stuff. Balance, that doesn't matter that much to me, but for your information, that's how it balances right there. Got out here real early, in the dark actually. Started catching fish too. Let's get into it. It is dark out still. Barely light out and I already caught something. Little rock bass. Was not expecting that. I'm kind of out here in the, well, I guess I'm not that deep, but thinking maybe I could get a trout. So I've got the black and chartreuse. I tipped it with a little maggot. There goes a trout right there. That's what we're after right there. I don't know if they'll bite this. I've got a 1/32 ounce beetle spin on this with the Erd lure and that little, basically a little maggot. Ooh, there's something. Well, something's interested. What are you? Bluegill. Really, a bluegill. I would have thought that we would have been having some trout jumping out there, but heck, maybe it was just a fatty bluegill. Okay, so be it. Well, then again, we're only in 6.5 feet of water. Oh, there's some fish jumping over there. Seeing a lot of fish surface, a lot of them. There's a fish. Ooh, he feels good. He's a fighter anyways. I don't think he's huge. Yeah, a little largemouth. Come on now. Oh, there's a little, oh, yep, got a little one on. Oh, he's tiny. I could feel him though. I could definitely feel that. And he's gone. That's fine. Wasn't keeping you anyways, buddy. Oops, there's one. Ooh, what are you? Oh, look at that action on that rod. Look at that. Oh, where did you go? Don't leave. That's a good action right there. Ooh, it feels awesome, and you can feel everything with it. That looks like a trout. Sure is. That is a trout. Not a huge one, but a nice one. That's definitely an eater right there. It's a good little trout. Off you go there, little buddy. Well, that was quick. Pick that drag up just a little bit. What are you? Other than a fighter. A little chunky rock bass, that's what you are. Yeah, nice little chunk, for sure. As soon as that thing hit the water, he was on it. Oh, got another one here. Yeah, another rock bass. And off he goes. So this is a little 1/32 beetle spin. I have not modified it other than putting a different plastic on it. And just reeling it nice and slow. I can actually feel that blade in the water. I can feel that thing moving, keeping my finger here on the rod. Yeah, you can feel that blade just moving in there. Even at this real slow speed, the faster you go with it, the more you can feel that blade. But the fact that you can feel that little tiny blade vibrating as it's spinning through the water is just awesome. Casting distance is awesome. There's one right by the boat. Little bluegill. Another bluegill for the day. Ooh, I felt it. I don't know if you could see the tip of that rod or not. It's there's little ticks, little tiny ones. They got to be just itty bitty little fish hitting it, but you can feel it. That's what I like. There's a weed line in here, and I can feel this thing just ever so slightly, just kind of bumping the weeds, just the tips of them, but you can feel it. Very, very faint, but it's there. Being able to feel the weeds lets me know, where I'm at. Do I need to reel a little bit faster to, bring that lure up a little bit? Do I want it just touching the tip of the weeds? Of course, I don't want to get down into the weeds because it's not a weedless rig here. I can kind of figure out, how I want to work this if I know exactly where I'm at. There's the tips of the weeds. I can feel them. Speed it up just a little bit. Oop. There we go. There we go. Looks like another rock bass. All right, he spit it right at the last second. Come here, you. Come here, you. Come here. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, we're going to show you the camera. Okay. There's our little rock bass. Nice chunk. Chunky monkey. There we go. There we go. Perch, maybe? Yep, perch. Oh, really? You're going to tangle yourself up in there? Yeah, nice little... Oh, you and your pokies, man. I'm getting little tiny hits on this, but I think they're either little tiny bass. They could definitely be bluegill, small bluegill. Just, oh, yep, I just saw one. Little tiny, basically fry. But I can feel it, which is awesome. I seem to be in the land of the dinks right here. Tons and tons of little tiny hits. There, oh, there's one. There's a fish right there. It's small. It's definitely small. Is it? Ooh, maybe it's not that small. Running right at me. Look at this action. Oh, it's a bluegill. A little pancake. A little pancake. pretty fish. Phew, 100 miles an hour. There's another little tick, 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 tick. There, oh, oh, there's, oh, had him. The tiny, tiny little guy. But I'm able to feel it, which is just awesome. I've got other rods. I've got several other panfish rods, and none of them are as sensitive to this. Now, the St. Croix Panfish, the St. Croix Premier are very sensitive rods, but they're not as sensitive as this rod. So don't get me wrong, I think the other two rods they're great. I own them. I won't get rid of them. Excellent rods. But if I'm looking at, you know, the ultimate sensitivity for every rod that I've run so far, this is it. This is the one. The Avid Panfish. I was going to go with a 6 foot or a little bit longer, you know, more closer to that 7 foot range in an ultralight. The problem I have with ultralights are they're a little bit whippy for me, and I don't prefer that. I prefer a light over an ultralight. So my St. Croix Panfish rod is an ultralight, and it's a fine rod. There's nothing wrong with it. Again, it's a personal preference thing. I prefer a light rod over an ultralight. What I did was I tied on the larger beetle spin, and I put a 1/16 ounce jig head on there just to get me down a little bit deeper, a little bit quicker. And we're going to go back around this corner here where we started out this morning. Now, I do know that little buoy right there, right in through here, it's pretty shallow, but there's a lot of rock bass that live in here. So we're just going to start pitching around here and see what we can come up with. Ooh, oh, had one on right there. Well, not on, but definitely hit it hard. Oh yeah, this is super shallow. Yeah. Yeah, 3 feet deep. Oh, I'm watching them swim. I just saw one zip on past me. Oh, got one. Yeah, you feel that strike immediately. What do we got? A little largemouth probably. Sure enough, a little largemouth. Boy, these largemouth, they'll eat anything. I think you could throw your shoe out here and they'd eat it. Well, the bite turned off, so that's all right. Got a fair amount of fish today. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So pretty happy with it. Final thoughts on the St. Croix Avid Panfish rod. It's an awesome rod. It's my favorite rod. Now let's talk about price. These start at around 200 bucks. I think they range 200 to 220 or something like that. Is it worth it? In my opinion, yes, but I also understand that that's a pricey rod. So a lot of people don't have that kind of cash to throw around. The Premier is also a very good rod. That's around 149 bucks, so a little bit cheaper, you know, 50 bucks less roughly. But if you can afford to pick up this St. Croix Avid panfish rod, if you're into pan fishing and, you know, trout and stuff like that, this is a sweet rod. So they make a bunch of different models of these, you know, different lengths, you know, light, ultralight, things like that. So for what it's worth, that's my 2 cents anyways. I know a lot of, you know, rods are a lot of personal preference stuff, but I really don't think that you would be disappointed having this rod. So with that said, I'm gonna call it a day, go back home and make some bacon, I guess. I don't know. It's gonna be a hot one today. I was already sweating out here, and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time out here on the water. See ya.